We have been talking for 12 minutes, and apparently, when I hit that video, it took the live off. Hello, everybody.
Oh my God.
Has anybody heard a word we said?
I didn't even
My
realize
whole
it
morning.
either. I'm just looking at my chat.
My whole morning has been like this. Oh my God. This is too funny.
Oh, God.
12 minutes we've been rambling and chatting, and no one's heard a word we said. This is, thank you, Sharon, for saying that, because, oh my gosh.
Could you imagine us? Never mind.
Well, I kept looking up at the blue button live, but then it said go live. I was like, oh my God. Nancy, what kind of moderator are you? You hadn't noticed we weren't live. We've been chatting and chatting.
Oh my goodness. And Nancy, I hope you enjoy your shindig. We were talking about your shindig. We were talking about snowstorms and the winter.
Oh my God, this is hilarious.
Astrology.
Okay, let me start over. First of all, hi Heather, how are you? Good Lord Almighty. So everybody missed Heather and how she's transitioned her channel name, and this is so funny.
Yeah. I transitioned. My channel's name transitioned. So, but yeah.
Transitioned to Indigo Jaguar.
Yep. So it changed from Indigo Jaguar Intuitive Arts to Soul Alchemy with Indigo Jaguar. So it was time for a change. I'm creative. I like the energy. To, when I expand and change and grow, I like things, so there. Cliff Notes version.
I am just laughing. So that's why we only had a couple people in chat all this time. Nobody knew we were.
And Jay just going, well, I don't mind a small chat because we get to spend more time on you.
Here, wait, let me show the video again. No, I won't show it again.
No.
Oh my good Lord, this is so funny.
The Fae are having fun with us today, let me tell you.
Oh my gosh, they are. And I was just saying the other day how my spirit guides love to just play with me and have fun. I have a wonderful team. So oh my gosh, this is so funny. So for those of you who are just joining, Heather and I have been chatting as if we were live for 12 minutes before the lovely Sharon said, I don't see the video. So welcome everybody. I'm going to say hi to everybody. Today we're doing snow moon reading. So the energies of the snow moon and the Virgo moon. And I'll go back into that because we weren't live apparently.
We're alive. But
good Lord Almighty. So anyways, I was saying earlier, Ms. Rock, welcome. So Ms. Rock, we're doing snow moon energy reading. So we will have specific well, they're not really questions, specific energies we're reading on today, which, is a transition from winter to spring. So you did ask for a general February. So you will end up getting a general for February.
Here comes everybody. It's amazing what happens when you hit the live button.
When you actually hit it. Yeah, I noticed though the last time, if I hit live, try to hit that video to start, that live goes away.
That's why I don't do videos.
But I hit the go live now, the video, and it still went away. So anyways, hello, lovely Nancy.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, this is so funny. So hi Jackie's Moon. Crystal Moon, we're just saying
it's like deja vu all over again.
It is deja vu.
All day.
Oh my gosh, this is funny. I did ask for laughter today, so there's my girl.
And here's the laughter. Watch
so Lynn Hayes, thank you for being here today. This is literally what I said earlier. Taking the time to spend with us today. So thank you very much for popping in. So let's see. So Nancy was saying that we may be running late, but we sure you haven't missed
I
it. You've been
saw that
12
and I was
minutes.
just like, well, let's give us a chance for saying hi. It
Sharon saved the day, so Sharon will have to get a
Yes.
special reading for that.
Yeah, Sharon.
I'm starring you, Sharon. Because it is so funny. So yeah, what? We are just having one of those energetic days
And we haven't
where
even been drinking. At least I can speak for myself that I haven't.
I know. I mean, I barely had a sip
This
of
is
my
coffee.
tea. So this is just hilarity. And that's what happens when you come to my channel. Sharon thought her computer messed up. My computer was my StreamYard was messing up. Did you even try to stream? Did you get a button?
I don't know if I did, but for me, I don't really, for me personally, the multi-streaming, I like to be able to see everybody on one chat. So I'm okay without multi-streaming.
Okay.
So that way, not having to jump
Well, the
around.
only thing with multi-streaming, because when you're on with me, we see the live chat together. But when we're responding to one, only my people see what I'm saying. And it took me a couple lives to figure out that not everybody was seeing my comments to them. So, yeah. So
now, if YouTube and StreamYard got together and worked that kink out, so no matter whose ever channel you were on and you still saw everybody, that would be great.
Yes. So I'm glad you're kind of on the same boat with me.
Hi, Odelia. So. Hi, JR.
Hello. And we love you. And Fiana's here. Thank you for popping in. Chat just jumped, so bear with me.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome, everybody.
Like jumped. So Viana, okay. So what I'm gonna do is I guess we have to revisit. Hang on, how many times have we done the snow moon thing? Just when we weren't live, right?
Yes.
Okay.
This is the snow moon.
Okay, so all right. So all right, let me quickly.
Hi, Judith.
Okay, so Lena's here. I guess I'll start.
JR, I wish I had a glass of wine, but then I wouldn't be doing a live because drinking and reading at the same time. Too many spirits involved.
Yeah. So we're going to have to, we were talking about a pajama party. So we'll have to make it towards a jammy party. And we pull cards without connecting with our guides so that we're not bringing in any funky energies. And just pulling a piece of cardboard.
There you go.
We'll figure out a way.
It'll be fun.
And then Fatima's here. Now I want to make a special mention to Fatima. Even when she doesn't make the lives and she rarely anymore asks for a reading, she always takes the time to make comments after the shows. And I just want to say, I am just so thankful to you. So if you would like a reading today, I would love to do a reading for you because you haven't asked in a long time. So, but today's readings are snow moon energy specific pulls.
Because today's the full moon, y'all. Woohoo!
All right, let that moon bring good luck for me and my sister. Absolutely. I'm going to start Odelia.
I love Odelia's name. I don't know if I've really ever seen that name before, and so whenever I see it, I have to say it. Odelia. Such a pretty name. Rolls right off the tongue.
It really is. Hey, JR. Thanks for coming in. And we have Arlene. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with us. And I know what is going on. We're having fun. It's just blasphemy.
It's full moon.
Blasphemy.
It's lunacy. But the good kind.
That's what it is. Hey, Judith. Hello. How are you today? And Constance Lewis. Hello. So those of you, I'm seeing some new names, and I just welcome you. Thank you for taking moments out of your day to spend with us and laugh at us along with us.
Yep.
So for those of you who are just joining, we thought we were live for 12. Oh, it's 2:22, by the way, FYI.
222. Angel numbers.
Ding, ding, ding. Wait.
Let me see.
But anyways, we were live. We thought we were live for 12 minutes before. Yeah.
Sharon let us know that we weren't. Could you imagine if we were still talking?
Thank you, Sharon. and then yeah. All right, so back to what we were first talking about, other than making fun of us. Virgo moon. This full moon is a Virgo moon and a snow moon. And the Virgo moon energies are asking you to get clear on how your thoughts and daily actions are aligning with your heart and spirituality, aligning with your purpose. So that's a beautiful energy to embrace and to think about, do a little soul searching with, and making sure you're doing something each and every day that is moving towards your soul's purpose. And is it fulfilling in your heart and in your spirituality? And as the snow moon, it's the last full moon of the winter season. So that's significant in itself. Now, I had read something this morning that it's considered a smaller moon, but last night it was so huge. There's no way that I thought it was a super moon. So
Wow.
I'm going to say this is a special snow moon because it is not a small moon out there. But the snow moon energy symbolizes purity and renewal and the transition from winter's introspection to the spring's optimism. So, what did we ponder during these darker, colder months? And then, what do we want to bring into this beautiful spring season? What is blossoming for you? What's in the works? So that's what we were doing. Just a quickie. Oh, hi, Angela.
Oh, and I did not mean to say Gianna. I actually typed in Viana and autocorrect changed me before I realized, and I sent the message. So, it's not Gianna Viana. This is Mazzy for people who don't know who he is. He's one of my black kitty rescues, and he likes to come and say hi every now and then. So,
Love that.
Hi, Miss Tarot D.
Okay, good morning. Good morning. Oh, thank you for coming.
We're happy. Oh, so, girl, we got something to tell you a little bit later.
I just want to give, I'm giving shout outs today. So I don't know, Fatima. Yeah, we were live when Fatima. So Ms. D, Heather and I were chatting for 12 minutes before Sharon says, I don't see the video. So we thought we were live for 12 minutes and we're not. But I'm giving a couple shout outs today. Ms. D, to this community, your words, your compliments, your energy, if no one's told you today, you are a beautiful soul. And what you bring to this community is such beautiful energy, and my little tingles are just going off right now. You have a way of lifting up people's spirits through the heart, but also through spirit, and through very meaningful words, but also with your lighthearted. You're definitely one of my fae friends because you have that fae energy, that fairy energy that people just adore you. So I just wanted to give you that quick shout out.
Yes, she's so compassionate and loving and supportive. So yes, we love you, Miss Tarot D.
Yes, so just wanted to give that shout out. And then a shout out to Miss Nancy, who's other than my son, is one of my biggest cheerleaders. And then I think now Miss Tarot D is actually in that little grouping too. I just want to let each and every one of you know how much you mean to me, how much you mean to Heather, the community.
Yes.
For you to spend moments out of your time, your day, your week, we just feel blessed. And so I just wanted to.
And grateful.
Very, very, very blessed. So, okay. I think
And I'm over 700 now.
Yay for you.
Get my 700. So thank you again, everybody,
That's
for your support.
awesome.
Yes,
That's
I'm at
awesome.
708 now. Yep.
Awesome. Well, I hit my 333 that I was wanting to hit, but then I
Yay!
rocketed over to I think I'm at 352. I'm spending more time on the channel, so I'm starting to
Yes, it's
see that
nice. You're on
grow.
fire.
So my next goal is 444, keeping those angel numbers going. So thank you, Joyful Journey. I mean, you
Yes.
all are so wonderful. And we love reading for you. And speaking of readings, I have so far 7 what happened? 7 people starred.
Oh, okay.
So let me I'm going to put up this banner because this is what the energies we're going to be reading on today. Our first card is Winter's Introspection. The second card is the transitional energies, the in between. And the third card is the energies to embrace that new beginning, the new spring renewal. So I think these are very important. Well, they're all a transitional phase.
Come on, everybody. Let's get Miss Tarot D 3 more for 500. What? Let's get Miss Tarot D up to 500 today.
All right,
she only needs 3 more subscribers.
Let me see real quick. I had her channel up a moment ago.
So let's get that. Thank you, Nancy.
She did does she have it up there? Perfect.
Yes, Nancy's got that right up there. So let's get Miss Tarot D to 500.
Perfect. Thank you, Nancy.
Yes.
I wanted to hang on. Oh, flip over here. So Ms. D did a yes, okay, everybody, please go and subscribe to Ms. D's channel. She's awesome content. And earlier this week, she put up a spread for. Hang on, there's a stranger in my yard. My son's gone. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have. Can you entertain the troops? There is somebody lurking in my. Like more than one person. Okay. All right. If you can entertain the troops, I shall be right back.
Will do. Okay, everybody. Let's send positive energy to Ginger and her family as they go and figure out what this is. So what Ginger was going to say is that Miss Tarot D has been creating spreads, and she's been sharing them that connects with each of the kind of like the holidays of every month. And she just there's a birthday one for a birthday reading. Last month there was a reading for Valentine's Day, and she just posted one recently for St. Patrick's Day. It's a good luck spread, so make sure everybody heads over there. She also has recently done a video sharing images of some lovely mermaid cards that she has purchased. Because was it about a week ago, Miss Tarot D? You were with Deanne Shield Maiden and I believe Tanya, and they were reading and talking about the existence of mermaids and mermen. And speaking of mermaids and mermen, have any of you seen that native hair care commercials where they got this dude with the long hair and he's a merman? Oh my God. Every time I see that commercial, I think of you, Miss Tarot D, because of the mermaids and the mermen. So, yeah, today is the full moon. It is in Virgo, and it is the snow moon. And I don't know if Ginger mentioned this already, but this is the last full moon of the winter. And so this is kind of like the transitioning into spring, moving closer to the equinox. And so the equinox, of course, is, the time of year when on the northern hemisphere, everything is balanced and we're going in and heading towards summer. So she is back. Are we all good and safe? And
Now that I ran up and down the stairs, I'm getting too old for this.
So I already explained to everybody about Miss Tarot D's spreads and her mermaid cards. And
did you talk about this last spread?
Yes, the good luck one. Yes.
Yeah. So that's an awesome spread. So I am going to get my Tinkle and Tea. I'm still out of breath. Hang on.
Ground yourself. And JR, I did see your comment. You said something about you saw your sister. Wait a minute, let me see. Okay. Let's see, just really quick. JR wanted me to see this. Heather, I was thinking about an hour ago, my friend who died about a year now, his sister reached out to me. Oh, that's beautiful. Yes, because JR lost a friend last year.
I am so sorry to hear that.
And we have been, all of us at some point have read for JR in regards to, his loved one that passed away. So that's beautiful. Thank you, JR. And thank you for subscribing to Miss Tarot D too.
Let's see if.
And hello, Flower Beauty.
So ends up being
personal readings.
All right, we need 2 more subscribers, please, to Miss Tarot D. So we want to get her up to 500. But yeah, it ended up being just a few kids were looking for their dog, and I thought my gate was open. Luckily, my dog wasn't back there because he would have not been happy.
Oh.
So, anyway.
And Flower Beauty, we're not doing personal messages today. If you see what's scrolling on the bottom of Ginger's, there we go. Yeah. This is what we're doing.
So I wanted to say, but I didn't want to interrupt what you were saying about JR. So I did star you, Flower, Peacock Rainbow. So, yeah. So I think I've caught my breath. I keep checking on this.
Ground center. Woosah.
Okay, so
grab your crystals and get grounded. There you go. I got mine. Oh, and tonight with the full moon, anybody got crystals? Get them in your windows and let the moonlight cleanse your.
I used to do that every month, and then I got so many crystals I had to alternate 3 days of doing that, and then it's like I'm sorry, I just can't do it anymore. All right, so let me tell you. Okay, I'm going to shout out who I have starred. Excuse me. And if I've missed you, let me know. But I have Ms. Rock. I have Sharon, who didn't ask for a reading, but if you want one, I have you starred for being the hero here. It was because of Sharon saying I don't see any video going, I wonder why I didn't pop up. So I have Ms. Rock, I have Viana, I have Lena, I have Joyful Journey, and Fatima. If you want a reading, I would love to do a reading for you. So I have you start and say if you do. I have JR, I have Flower, Peacock Rainbow.
And Fatima, do you see who's behind me today? It was kind of hard because of the light, but I got Mary behind me today with her roses. So.
Okay, Sharon does want a reading. Awesome. And Judith just subscribed from Toronto, Canada.
Hi, Judith. Oh, yay. Thank you, Judith. Miss Tarot D gives amazing readings. These days, she's recuperating from, she defeated cancer and still has to go through some treatment. She shares her story with us. And when she is able to go live, she gives the most beautiful, honest, and supportive readings. She doesn't sugarcoat, but she gives her readings in a very loving and compassionate way. And so if you could ever catch her live with Miss Tarot D, most definitely, and request a reading. You will not be disappointed. Or with Ginger. She gives amazing readings too.
Or with Heather.
I got amazing life purpose reading from Ginger last year. So.
Oh.
Yes.
That was a good reading. All right, let me take that down. And then, okay. So I want to make sure I got everybody. Um, oh, the prediction. Oh, okay. Flower is saying the prediction for her contract came true. So that was awesome. So, all right, one more check before we do readings. Miss Tarot D. I don't think nothing is going right. Is that okay? We need. This
Hi,
says
Tasha.
we need two. Now we had two more, so I don't know why the subscriber says only $3.98. So, hi Tasha.
Takes a while. Yeah.
Tasha, please go and subscribe. Nancy, is Nancy still here, or did she have to pop away?
No, I think Nancy's still here. I see her above just a little. Sharon said yes, please, for a reading. Fatima says yes, go for it in big capital letters.
Mm-hmm.
And Miss Tarot D said, Judith, thank you so much. I really appreciate this. My producer, AK husband, is pushing me to make more content as part of my healing journey. That's beautiful.
Absolutely. All right, so I just popped her YouTube link back in there. So anybody who's in here and hasn't subscribed to Miss Tarot D, please do so as a blessing to her, because she is a blessing to us all. So
I love that. Yes.
Okay.
I can't imagine my life now without her. I really can't. She's in that inner circle of family. She's family.
Okay, so
hi, Teresa.
Tony's here. Tony, how are you?
Wow.
Oh, you know what? I never did get to finish. I wanted to bring back Tinkle and Tea, and this is where we do tarot spreads, and everybody brings their own deck and everything, and then we read the questions of the tarot spread. And Tony was the last one I read with for a tarot spread. Brought a beautiful Halloween read. It was one of our biggest ones yet, so I loved that, and we had so much fun doing her tarot spread. So yeah, so definitely want to get that back into going, and I've invited Miss Tarot D and Heather. If you ever have a tarot spread you want to do, I need to get that going again. That was my Sunday thing. So
okay,
hello to
definitely.
Kiba and Teresa.
Yeah, there's some really close. Oh, sorry.
I think we should start reading. I mean, we got delayed because we weren't live when we thought we were. So let's get going.
We're never going to live that down. No.
I'm not going to let myself live it down. That's for sure. Okay, so we have 9 people starred for readings. So I think we should get going.
I concur.
Okay, so we're going to start with Ms. Rock. And because...
Ms. Rock, are you still here? I hope so.
Well, this is a thing. She or he, I'm sorry, I don't know which, they often step away and miss the reading. So Ms. Rock, if you're here, let us know. If not, I'm going to go on to Sharon. I know that there's a delay, so okay. I'm going to go on to Sharon. When Ms. Rock comes back, we'll do a reading for Ms. Rock. So Sharon. So transition.
Oh, our savior today.
Judith, I have you starred. Double check that.
And Lena is here as well. I think this is the first time I saw Lena, so Lena is here as well. So we are reading on Sharon. The energies of... I'm just going to mute myself while I'm...
Ms. D, I did pop you a message through Messenger. So let's plan this. Oh, yeah. That's definitely. Okay. Judith. Okay. All right, we're at 10 people. So,
I'm ready. You want me to go?
sure. I was too busy moderating.
You're good. Hello, Ellen. Good to see you, my dear. Okay, so Sharon, I'm using this today. I'm using Kristen Louise's Star Rune Oracle. I am also using the Queen of the Moon Oracle, and I am using the Starry Beans Oracle as well by Casey White. Um, so from the Star Rune, I actually have two cards for you. The first card, and it's interesting, this is the Snow Moon, and your card is Frozen. And so whatever it feels like, okay, so sure, we're moving in. Frozen for me is feeling like you're kind of frozen in place. Some things that were very physically, it has been winter, but just frozen, feeling like there's like this sensation of paralysis. Like there's things that you want to do moving forward into this new year. Um, there may be a sensation of feeling like a paralysis, like a mental paralysis. There's these things that you want to do, but you get overwhelmed, and there's just this feeling of how am I going to do this? I don't know where to begin. And so with this energy, and this could be also too part of the reason is that there may have be negative self-talk, and that's not I'm not and this is not like a judgment or anything, but with negative self-talk, sometimes it's just that our stinking thinking is basically what it's called. you know am I able to do this? Can I do this? Am I good enough? Making sure that people, don't give, their 2 cents. If there's something that you really want to move forward doing this year, and I think there is, because the next card I got for you is the sun, is basically like the sun card. I got Soilo, which is vitality. So moving into spring, take what you feel like you're shutting down, like you're afraid to start a new project, maybe make new friends, maybe just be willing to start a new spiritual path, whatever it is, moving from the place of feeling frozen in fear or self-doubt, or any negative that's coming around you. There's just this beautiful, take this growing light moving forward. Just imbue yourself, connect with your creativity. And next card I have for transitional energies into spring, definitely let's watch what we say about ourselves. I did get the self-love card, and this is about remembering that whatever that we go through in life, any mistakes or setbacks that we have, that we remember to love ourselves, and making sure that we have healthy boundaries in place for ourselves with others. Just to be very mindful of how we treat ourselves, how we talk to ourselves, because we don't want, like I just recently saw a saying that is, if you want people to truly love you, then show them how much you love yourself, and that attracts that kind of energy to you. And the energies that embrace new beginnings, time to do something differently. So if you've been kind of, this could be part of what's keeping you frozen too, is trying to, do the same thing, trying to make a change or start something new, doing the same thing, but you're not getting results, because you're not going to get results if it's kind of like banging your head in the wall going, why is this not working? So moving forward, maybe do something a little bit differently. I feel like that self-love is a big part of that. And the little message down there for you is go beyond what you have done before. So start working on getting yourself out of that fear frozen on sensation energies. Start tapping into that vitality of the sun, of your creativity, of your self empowerment. Love yourself, and when we start doing that and bringing those energies in, that will, inspire us and show us new ways of doing something differently. And that's my reading for you. I hope that resonated, and I will give it over to Sharon. I mean, to Ginger. Ginger, want to do your reading?
Sharon wants to do her own reading. Okay, so we've got 14 people lined up, so I'm going to close questions for now. Okay. Anybody who's asked for a reading,
I'll be right back.
To this point, you are starred, and we're going to do our best to get to everybody, even if we have to do a lightning round. So first of all, thank you for coming for everybody. So Sharon, okay. All right, so my first card for you, the energy of winter's introspection. I have remnants of Atlantis. And you know what? I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't get to do this in Biggie thing. So look at this beautiful mermaid energy you have. And karma. So for your energy of introspection was all about you kind of doing some reminiscing of times, and maybe coming to terms with some things that maybe you haven't had control over. There are certain things that we don't have control over in our lives, and it haunts us, but it's because we're letting it haunt us. So sometimes we just have to say that energy is their energy. It is past energy, and I will not let it affect me today. And then it could be about good things that have happened, and so embracing all the good things, the blessings in your life, because you will. And we're reading over the snow moon for the spring. It's like the universe will reward you for all the blessings you've given to others. So that is and maybe you had a past life in Atlantis as well. So you could, in fact, in a meditation, call upon this energy of Atlantis that you were in a past life to bring forward the wisdom and the knowledge that you may use today. Okay. And then the second card I have for you is the transitional energies right now. As I was saying before, we were right in that transitional phase of winter to spring. You've got six of batons. So this is for you to celebrate. This transitional time is for you to actually, what I was just saying earlier, is celebrating who you are. Not everybody knows you in your most deepest spiritual form. It's time for you to remember yourself and bring that forward and celebrate you, celebrate life, celebrate what you're going to be transitioning into spring and what may be blossoming. You might have some things that you've been putting off. I'm really getting a lot of talentful. That was a word I used to use. You're a very talentful person, and it's time for you to bring that into spring season. You've planted all these seeds, and you haven't been nurturing them to their fullest of ability. So it's time for you to bring all that beautiful energy forward. And then I have for you what to embrace in spring, your new beginnings. I pulled two cards for you since you were my savior of the day. We have this Emperor energy. So that's about you mastering all this collective energy you've had through this winter months, all the things you're trying to manifest. It's time for you this spring to bring all your manifestations to fruition. And you're doing it in such a noble way that people can't hate you. I just get that. You also got the 9 of Earth energy. So that's completion of a cycle. We've completed our winter hibernation. This is success for you moving forward into the spring. This is good health. This is good wealth. Wealth is all about family, friends, love, resources. You have good energy coming towards you, Sharon. So love to know your thoughts on that. And yeah, everybody, please, if you will, put your thoughts in the chat so we know where we're going with it. And
she did share something in chat. She's going through health problems, and she's frustrated with her doctors.
Okay.
So that's the only one that I've seen so far.
Okay. Perfect. Not perfect that you're going through health issues, but perfect that it seems like you're going to be finding someone that's going to help you, and you're going to end that cycle of illness and start moving towards something good for you. Like I said, the earth is all about it's all about health, not just money. So I love that for you.
I had similar cards for her last week, so just stay positive, Sharon. You got this, sweetheart. Just listen to your body and do what you need to do. We got you. We're supporting you.
We got you, boo.
We got you, boo.
All right, beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna just have to follow chat on my phone here. Okay, so I still Chris Milad is here.
Mm-hmm.
I was
I love tuning in just to hear him say my name and his accent. I love it.
So
I just love it. Sounds awesome to hear my name said with a Scottish accent. It's beautiful. Thank you, Chris. You always put a smile on my face.
Awesome. All right, so I did not see Ms. Rock coming back yet.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not
possible,
going.
Please be present. Let me check for your reading.
Yeah. So I'm going to go on. So we have Viana. I'm sorry. So, okay, Viana. I got to get on the ball. I'm trying to read through chat, and I forget to pull cards. So bear with. Also, and I'm checking on Miss Tarot D's channel. So, everyone, we're trying to get Miss Tarot D up to 500. So we need a couple more subscribers. You will just be blessed with so many things if you subscribe to her channel. Oh, Sharon wants to go to her niece's wedding. Oh, I see that happening. Yeah. Tony Heather's changed her name. Same channel, new name. Let me go like this since I've been chatting. What? Oh, or I can do this when we're both ready. Okay. All right. Oh, I forgot. I wasn't muted. You are.
Yeah, because I like to ask my question out loud, and I try to be respectful. Yeah.
So, do you want to go or you want me to go?
You can go first this time. I'll keep an eye on chat and see what's going on. Woo!
Perfect. All right. So,
time for some more lip gloss.
Wow. Okay, Ms. Rock, no, you kind of missed your turn, but if you're here, we'll read for you next. All right, so Viana, Loving your name. All right, so we're going to do, okay, for this winter's I'm just a little, I pulled a card. I'm stuttering. It has white peacocks on it, and that symbolizes purity within itself. And it's this is celestial encounters, heavenly, from the stars, or beyond the veil. So during your winter months, were you visited maybe in your dreams or actually had a spiritual encounter? That's what this card is speaking of. So if you personally were not aware that you had a spiritual encounter, I think you had a visitor in your dreams or as you were sleeping. This visitor has beautiful, beautiful energy. Actually, two visitors, because there's two peacocks in this, and there's a gateway. So that veil thinning, that gateway opening for you. These two spiritual beings that visited you have such pure love and light energy, and they just surrounding you in that hibernation period of winter. So and did you find any feathers? There's feathers in this image. So, or you might be finding feathers soon as this winter transitions into spring. Just know that you are surrounded by loved ones. And they are sending you messages, and they will do it in ways through nature. And then I have here the Cavalier of Dipotons. So you have for your transitional energy for going into spring, there's a lot of fire energy for you, a lot of creativity, a lot of you working towards your passions. So use this transitional time to whatever creative thoughts you've been having or pursuits you want to do. This is the perfect time to do them. So time to go forward with that. And it may be divinely guided as well. And you can always call upon your spirit guides if you're in connection with them. If not, call upon them and ask them to work with you through all these creative endeavors I see you having here. Then for the energies that embrace the new beginnings of spring, I love this. First of all, I'm going to address this. One of my favorite things in the world, those dandelions. When spring starts sprouting, those dandelions, go out there, pick one, make a wish, and blow those little fairy energies to carry your wishes throughout the universe so that they may come true for you. I have here for you the Page of Swords. So this is a beginning of something that you've put a lot of thought into. You've researched, you've done a lot of research for here. And knowledge, a lot of knowledge is available to you right now. And again, I seem to keep wanting to go back to this spiritual encounter. So even though this might not be a card of spiritual knowledge, I do believe that it is spirit led. You have high vibrational beings working for you in your favor. And so it looks like in the springtime, you will be starting a project and just keep manifesting to the finest point and be very, very specific as you're manifesting. But there's a scholarly gentleman here. So I don't know if you're going to go back to school, do a spring semester, but whatever it is that's in your heart's desire, move towards that. So that's what I have for you, Diana.
Alrighty, Viana, this is the first time I get to read for you. How awesome. So from the Star Rune deck, the first card I got is Manas, which is the rational mind. So you're rationalizing out something. There's something that you've been working on, kind of sitting there contemplating. You're looking at all your options, and it's cool because these are planets there in front of him. So you're working on something. You're trying to figure something out. When I looked at the bottom of the deck, this kind of like, oh my goodness, kind of like the thoughts going around. How do I do this? How do I accomplish this? It's kind of got you also frozen, feeling a little frozen, like the previous read. So backtracking a little bit here, I pulled an extra card, the rational mind, and I did get the struggle. So there's something that you're trying to work out or work on, or things that are going on in your life that is causing you a bit of stress. It feels like a struggle, but what I love here is that he's looking up, he's reaching up to his higher self, he's connecting with his higher power, his higher self, his guide. So during whatever this mental struggle you might be having, trying to figure out rationally what can I do. It's kind of interesting that what Ginger was saying about school. If this is something to do with a school or an education, this might be possibly you trying to figure out rationally, how can I afford to do this? Whether it's school, it's a project, maybe it's moving, whatever that's going on in your life right now, that's your main focus. It's causing you a little bit of a struggle because you're trying to figure out what's what. For the transitional energies into spring with this, I did get the resilience card. So you are strong. You might have a lot of burdens on your back right now, kind of like the rational mind. You have all those options in front of you, and you may be struggling a little bit, but just know that you are strong, you're resilient, and by being in touch with your spirit team, your higher self, your higher power, and asking for guidance along the way, to show you how to proceed, you are going to be able to do it. And even though that this is a heavy burdensome sack on her back, there's also leaves growing out of it. So there's potential there. Just keep at it, keep strong, moving forward. And the last card I have for energies that embrace new beginnings, I have let it out, let it flow, and open up the heart to feel. So if the struggle, the stress, things that are going on in your mind are causing you any sort of well, it is going to cause mental, emotional distress of some kind. We're humans, we have emotions, and we need to learn that's okay. We can love ourselves, to let it out, to let it flow. Opening up the heart to feel with that frozen card as well. Whatever this is that you're going through or what you're working on, again, that sensation of feeling frozen, being shut down, shutting yourself off, thinking maybe I can't do this, I don't know how I would do this, whatever it is. Remember, the cards of resiliency. You have that struggle card, but the struggle is connecting with your higher self. Whatever it is that you're working on, it can be done, but what it is let it out. If you have to cry, cry, get it out of your system. But also, this feels like, going along with the struggle card, is that this is about opening up your heart, letting the universe say, I will manifest this. I trust this is what I need. This is what I want. I am a manifester, and I am going to find a way to make this work and put that out into the universe, and to have your guides show you the way to accomplish this. So I'm going to end it there. I hope that helped, Viana. And it was nice to read for you for the first time. Hope to read for you again.
Perfect. Yes, so Viana, welcome back. I want to let's just do a little check here. Okay, so Ms. Rock. So, okay, Ms. Rock, are you here? I know you dip in and out. I just want to make sure you're here.
You can take me out big screen too.
Yeah, why?
Unless you want me here. I don't know. I'm just looking to see if Viana had anything to say, just really quick.
Yeah,
It's been a long fight. I'm sorry, sweetheart. You're strong, though. You're resilient. You can do it.
Yeah.
And spot
All
on.
right.
Okay, thank you. Yes,
So
Ms. Rock
Ms.
is
Rock
here.
is here. So as I explained earlier, Ms. Rock, we're doing snow moon energy readings. So your first card is going to be all about, our winter introspective energies. And then the next card is going to be about the transitional energies for you going into spring. And then the third card is going to be about the new beginnings of spring. So your energy's there. So this will also answer the question about your February energies. So just to clarify for you. So for your first card, I have here for your winter's introspection. Interesting for you, I got the pole shift card. A change of heart, a turnaround, or a reversal. But let me begin me. Okay, so I don't know. Okay, it's one of those days, and I'm going with the flow. All right, so you may have felt like your compass is a little out of whack, a little cattywampus energy going on. But something has happened to make you do kind of a recognition of a shift in your energy. There may have been something you felt really strong about, but then you decided when you really went back through introspection, realized maybe that wasn't the best energy for you. So you've made this shift to change gears and go forward. And if you hadn't done this, we're still in winter, so there's still a little introspection to do. But this is a call for you to really step back, have your ego, even say, ego, step aside for a moment. I need to really think about this. And if there are things, you got to really think, are they good for are they in alignment with my heart, with my spirit, as we were speaking about earlier? And when you come to terms with, does this make me happy? It's okay to say goodbye to that energy and move forward to the things that do make you happy. Whether this is a situation, a person, or just an endeavor you've been on and realizing maybe my path has changed and I've changed spiritually. I think I will move into this energy. Find out what energies you are really wanting to live by, to align by, and move forward to that energy. For your transitional energies into spring, this is saying that you have everything available to you to make this transition. You just have to be aware of your surroundings, be aware of the energies around you, and use these energies wisely. I love it in this particular magician card. She's an alchemist. She is taking all the things that are of value to the heart, to her spirit, and blending it together for the perfect recipe to move forward into the spring.
I love that card.
It's just full of fiery energy. It's just full of. I love this deck. It's just my favorite, one of my favorite decks. But anyway, so just know that all resources are available to you. You just might not be aware of them because you may be caught up in thought, too much in thought. So this is about balancing these energies moving forward. But this is also balancing all these energies for success, though. So you have a lot of successful energies coming your way, and move towards an alignment. And then I got for the energies to embrace the new beginnings, oddly enough, is the Temperance card. So make sure that things are in balance before you make your moves. Make sure you're grounding each and every day as you manifest and as you connect with the divine energies that are assisting you. This card it's a beautiful card. So in this card, I'm seeing two white doves. So this is telling me that you have either two guardian angels, two guides, or two loved ones who have passed that are watching over you. And they are trying to navigate you into the right direction for you to go. But with this Magician card, this is just telling me, I'm not sure if you're in a stuck position or not. If you are, this is saying that you will come out of that. And if you are in a good place in the life, this is telling you that all lights are green. Go towards your manifestations. Um, you're just being divinely led in your life. So be aware of these energies. Um, yeah, I love this for you. So this is good energy for you, Ms. Rock, and I hope that message speaks to you in some way. And I'm going to give you to Heather.
Okay. Thank you. So, Ms. Rock, from the Star Rune Tarot, I pulled the first card for energies from Winter's inspection that you've got something, you're starting something new. I love how she's just walking forward ahead. The sun is at her feet. She's being this beautiful light path in front of her, and just leaving winter, walking ahead into spring with something new coming up. And at the bottom of the deck, I got good news. Look how excited and happy he is. So coming into leaving winter, you're getting some good news. You're moving towards a nice change. And when I say change, is that this good news starting anew. I got for your transitional energies, I got Thunder Moon, which is all about change. And with this red cloak or wrapping around her, and with the birds. I mean, this is kind of like the similar to maybe like the tower card in the tarot, where something, the tower's getting hit with this lightning, it's falling apart, people kind of flying around, but that's because good change is coming. It might rattle you a little bit, might kind of shake up your life a little bit, things that you once held true to yourself, or a belief. Something is really being changed. But with the other two cards, the starting anew, the good news, and this change, it feels like it's going to be a positive change. The birds, again, are all about messengers from spirit. And I love too how her feet are on this egg, and eggs are all about potential, fertility, not necessarily, fertility as in giving childbirth, but fertility of brand new projects, ideas, a way of life, a way of thinking, maybe spirituality, but something really good. It looks like you start working on wanting to plan in the winter. You want to make that change, go for it. It's your good sign. And for the energies that embrace new beginnings, two cards actually came out for you. One is you are healing your heart. The heart hurts, but it will mend in time. So whatever went during the winter or leading up to winter and during it, this process, this is what you've been going through. It feels like you've been healing. You've been doing a lot of introspection during the winter, and this is what this healing has caused you to say, okay, I'm moving forward. I'm going to be doing something new. I want to change in my life. You start planning. You got good news. It felt really good. So you're in the process of healing, and then as part of that healing, feel and release. So, whatever pent up emotions that you've been holding, repressing, if whether it's a good cry, or if it's to go out into the woods or wherever you are and just let a good scream, just to get that out of your system, or if it's to even go out dancing, anything that's physical that you can feel and release, whether through emotional tears, laughing, dancing, crying, just feels very physical, and just laying it out, especially if this is good news that is coming forward for you. Things are changing that you want positive to see in your life moving forward. This is great. So, up to this point with winter, release all you've accumulated on this journey that was no longer serving you, just like she is in this picture. All this is behind you now, and this is all now. See how this is all dried and cracked? And this is all now glimmering. It's gold. It's what you got, beautiful light leading to you to a new horizon. So I hope that resonated with you, Ms. Rott. Thank you for letting me read for you. You are new also to me. And that's it. I'm all set. Any response?
Okay, I was seeing if Judith was still here. So,
So who are we reading on now?
Okay. Ms. Rock says thanks.
Judith.
Thanks.
Okay, thanks. You're welcome, Ms. Rock.
Let us know if those messages speak to you, Ms. Rock. We'd like to know if we're on point. If not, because for me on that reading, it could have gone 2 different ways, and I was trying to. When you give us feedback while we're reading, it helps us figure out which direction to focus on more. So Judith, I was seeing if Judith was still here. Judith.
And while we're waiting, speaking of crystals and the new moon, selenite's a great crystal to lay
I
on
am
your
so
cards,
surrounded by selenite.
Yep.
And I think it's because it reminds me of the moon.
Favorite. Yeah, beautiful. I love my little tower.
I know. Why didn't my selenite? The orbs are over there. I should have had them over here, but I surround my self with selenite. It's just pure energy, pure. It cleanses as well as energizes. So, oh my gosh, Judith, I have like flying pictures over here for you, dear. Let's do this. And so, Judith, let me put you there. And give us a moment while we shuffle our cards.
I'm all set if you want me to go.
Sure. Let me get you.
I had a couple extra cards for Judith.
Mine flew out too. So Judith has a lot of energy.
So Judith, from the Star Rune, I pulled out your ruse, and this is about strength. And I love this card, strength card, because people think, or we're raised to think that crying is a sign of weakness. It's a weak trait, but it's not. And I love this deck by Kristen because she addresses all of this in her deck. The human emotions, the human experience. And for the strength card, you are extremely strong, and you're not afraid to show your emotions. And if you are, you then cry, release. I feel like you are very empathic, you're very compassionate, and sometimes it leads you to be exposed to other people's emotions. You're just really touched about what goes on in the world. And as I say that, and I look down for my clarifying card, she's holding the world in her hands. So for me, I feel like you are very empathic, very emotional, you're compassionate, you feel for what things that go on in the world. And just to remember that while we know that we feel for people around the world and other people's suffering, we also need to remember that, to make sure that we keep those healthy boundaries in place, and that we need to be able to ground ourselves and to love ourselves and show ourselves that kind of compassion too. That sometimes we can't always be there for everybody at every single moment, and sometimes we need to kind of focus on our own selves which leads perfectly into the transitional energies into spring. And I got the sovereignty card. And again, even though this is the moon, it's still like you're holding. For me, the moon is connected to divine feminine energy. It's intuitive, it's feminine, it's receptive. And from going from holding, embracing the abundance of the earth and within yourself to, again, the reminder of sovereignty, you have to come first in your life. You have to make sure that your emotional health, your mental health, your physical health, we ourselves have to be important. We can't really give to others unless we can fully give and love ourselves. And sweetheart, you are sovereign. You are the queen of your life, of your body, of your thoughts. And I want to pull a few more cards on this. And I got the void. I got the dark moon, which is what we're going to be start working down towards now. So going into this new moon, going deep within again. Getting into connecting with your shadow self, working with what needs to be healed within you, and everything that you need because you are sovereign, my dear, is the wisdom. That wisdom is all in you. And I love how she's on the books. She's reaching for the stars and the moon. So again, there's that divine feminine connecting with your higher self, your higher power, your inner wisdom, and working with your guides. And I just love the stars, almost kind of like making a wish. You see a star, you focus, you make that wish, but that wisdom and everything that you need to really is all within you. And the last card I have for you, energies that embrace new beginnings. I have the miracles happen card. Give the universe your clear intentions. So you're standing on those books, you have all that knowledge, you've done your work, or you are working, because our life is a work in progress. We just don't stop. As long as we live, we're growing, we're learning, we're releasing. So like her on her ladder and on her books, letting the universe know exactly what it is that you want, letting your higher self know exactly what you want. Set that intention, just like she's setting it right there. She's putting it in the sky. She's picking a star. She says, "This is my intention. This is your intention." Making it clear and then letting it go and just allow for it to happen. So that's what I have for you, my dear.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so Judith. So for your winter's introspective energy, I got the most beautiful card here. It's about cleansing. It's
Ooh,
about purification, detoxification,
that's beautiful.
release. So releasing those energies that no longer serve your highest good. That's becoming such a cliche, but it is important for our spirituality, for our heart, is to let go of, and it doesn't always need to be letting go of a hurt or a pain. As I said earlier, sometimes it's things that used to work for us aren't working anymore. But I was also talking about, I feel this is detoxifying as far as your health. We all, I'm just going to lump a bunch of us in here. Wintertime is usually when we kind of get a little lax on taking care of our bodies because we want to eat comfort foods and stuff like that. But it's all
Yep,
about
got to eat.
delving into binge watching as well, binge watching things. So, and we got to detoxify from what we're seeing on TV as well. So it could be new medicines that aren't really working for you anymore, and sometimes with doctors' permissions, of course. Sometimes we need to start from ground zero on certain energies and certain things that we're putting in our body to grow forward. But I love this because you have the raven in here. That's the messenger. That's a spiritual messenger. So your cleansing and detoxifying could be on a spiritual level, and you can call upon Archangel Metatron to come clear and cleanse your chakras of all that does not serve your highest good, energetically, mind, body, spirit. And then you can also call upon Archangel Michael to take his sword and and sever the deep rooted hooks that we have within us. Because sometimes we do our cleansings, but it's like taking the weed whacker or weed eater or weed whipper, whichever you want to call it, taking off the tops of the weeds, but those roots are still down there. So we think we've healed from something, but sometimes it still has a deep root. So call upon him to sever those deeply. Then I got for you the transitional energies of spring is this beautiful healing card. It's all about in this particular card, this is more emotional healing, but it is also about the spiritual healing. And it's also a call to you to work on your manifestations because they will be coming true. So pay attention to your manifestations. Again, be very specific about that. And looks like whatever healing you've been going through, it is going to come to fruition for you, and your dreams are going to start coming true. And then 2 cards popped out for me about new beginnings. But I have to say, Judith, when I was first shuffling these cards for you, I got as if someone is trying to come through to speak to you. So I'm going to speak to that because I have also then ended up pulling these 2 cards together. So it's almost like you have someone coming through to give you a message about, remember, things take time. There is divine timing, but if you do things in a slower process, you will first of all enjoy the process more. You will appreciate the process even more than that. And when you get to your end result or your manifestation, it's more rewarding for you. But this is also, it has a little elemental in here for you. So I also see that you should go and spend more time in nature, as we all should, but we have a little elemental speaking to you. So I think if you go out into nature and do a meditative walking through nature, some messages will come to you in forms that you're not expecting. And it's also a call to be aware of your surroundings and beware of the little messages. Not be aware. Well, be aware, but some messages come in small packages. So don't discount the little message that might be the little. I just got an image of the fortune cookie. Little message, big impact. But you definitely have someone on the other side just wanting you to know that they are with you, and it's okay for you to ask for a hug from them. Go into meditation, ask for a hug. You will feel that energy all around you, and they are there for you, and they are sending you messages in little ways, and it's going to be through nature. So that's what I have for you, Judith. And I'm just like all tingled up. So, I mean, all over. Somebody's here with me for you. And I'm starting to get emotional because they are here with me, with you. So know that you are not alone on this earth. They're going to be putting people in your path to help you along. And just know that you are a beautiful soul, Judith. So I hope that message speaks to you, sweetie.
Beautiful.
Wow.
I love that one deck that you use with the French on it, with the artwork. It's just a lovely deck. I love that.
It's my.
I have to get that some
my
point.
other soul deck.
And Tom Early Ritual has joined us too. So welcome, Tom.
Ooh. Oh, hi. Thank you for popping in. But yes, as Miss Charity, listen.
Tiny voices. With tiny hands.
Yeah, definitely go into your garden and Just be one with nature. So thank you, Jessie.
Oh, she says
Thank
she's
you.
tearing up. What beautiful
Oh,
message.
it's not Nancy. That's it. I'm coming up. I'll be there in 3 hours. Well, 3.5. Give me time.
She's bringing the
Many,
hot
many.
cocoa.
But yeah. So much love to you, Judith.
Oh,
Oh,
I like those kind of readings when
oh,
it gives you the warm fuzzies.
I know. I was getting them all over. Oh my
Hi,
gosh,
Sonia.
that was powerful. So I meant to say hi, Sonia, earlier.
Oh,
Definitely. So I'm jealous Nancy's getting started. I just asked you earlier, Nancy, but I think that's when we thought we were live and we weren't. I was asking if you got some snow.
I mean,
All
I don't
right,
mind snow.
JR.
Snow's pretty, but I'm ready for spring.
Let's see, and we haven't had snow in a couple years. It's sad. All right, so I
So
have
JR.
JR next.
Okay.
So JR, give us a moment. See my finger.
I'm all set. Would you like me to go?
Oh, I didn't mean to type every. I'm gonna press it. Look how I'm typing. My cap was on.
It's one of those days, Ginger. We just got to go with the flow. Remember?
I'm flowing and going. All right. Did you want to go first?
I've got cards. Me too. So JR, I had 3 cards that came out from the star room. And the first card I got was invocation, Elgies. And I'm like, invocation. So invocations are another way of saying prayers, invoking people, whether it's spirit, our guides, possibly a loved one. And so I want a clarifier on that because you're invoking, you're wanting to bring new things. This could be new things too, new energies um, into your life. You want to start living again, start moving forward after from last year. And so I asked for a couple clarifiers, and I got Isa, which is sacred pause. So during the winter months, that sacred pause, taking the time to be still, being within yourself, being in the moment, um, and just learning how to listen to um, meditation, yes, but just for me, sometimes I like the word sacred pause kind of over meditation because people think with meditation sitting there, cross-legged, having to sit there for a long period of time. But for me, which isn't, but for with sacred pause, it could just be sitting there in the moment with music or in nature and just communing and connecting and invoking all that beautiful energy and spirit, including yourself into the moment. And then another card wanted to come and I got the mother card. I got Bracano, and I'm feeling like now I know the person you lost last year was a friend, wasn't a parent, but I feel like, well, she may have very well been a mother, but I'm feeling like this is very mothering energy, and your mother may be in spirit too. So I'm not sure if this is necessarily a spirit message, even though I do believe it is because the next card kind of takes me into that. But the Bracano, the mothering, making sure that you're mothering yourself. You're taking good care of yourself. You're allowing people to help you through moments, not isolating yourself. But I got this beautiful, strong mother card, and I love how her finger is pointing to the star. Like, this is this is the card too of just not the mother energy, the nurturing energy, but it's the star card, the dreams, um letting you know that what it is that you want to manifest, what you want to bring forward. For me, it's kind of similar again, like, the invocation card with her hands going up and just wanting to bring in all this energy, all the spiritual energy, this growth, um, this healing energy, the spiritual energy, this guiding energy. So with the mothering card and the sacred pause, I feel like these two cards here go together, from the mothering to the unexpected, and look at, she's, somebody is with you, and I love how the head is on the shoulder. So you have unexpected, and I think, yes, JR, thank you for sharing what you did with me in chat earlier, because you said this morning something unexpected happened. You connected with your friend. So continue this as you're working with spirit, um, moving forward, knowing that she's there to looking over you. She may very well be part of your spirit team, but just really starting to now heal that past, move forward, start invoking, start working in and bringing the things, that changes that you want in your life. The feeling of, okay, you've had your time to grieve, but now I want you to start living. Let's tap into that fiery creative energy of the universe. Let's get inspired. Let's get into life again. Let's start living. And the last card I have is energies that embrace new beginnings. And I have, be clear on what you want, put action to your goals, make them a reality. So, yes, start moving forward now. Hands up in the stars. There's this, it's almost kind of like, star system, reaching in, grabbing for those stars. She's pointing to a star. And so, something I'm going to just share really quick. This is going a few years, well, more than a few years back, but where sometimes I was watching a video during a meditation where they say sometimes if we look at the night sky, we might get drawn to a certain star, whether that means that's you're a star seed from there or not, but that particular star has energy for you, might be connected to a guide. And if you look up in the sky and you see that star, when you go out and you want to start manifesting, or you want to communicate with spirit, you want to communicate with her or your ancestors or loved ones, if it might help if you have that focus of looking at a particular star in the sky. There may have even been a star or star system that your friend loved, and that might be part of the message too, is that when you want to think about her, if you're feeling down or you need to get inspired, to look up and you see that particular star. So I'm getting really emotional. So I'm going to, I really can't wait to see what Ginger has. And I hope that resonated for you, my dear. And I will give it over to, go ahead.
Okay, as the sun wants to shine on me. Okay, so JR. All right. So for your winter introspective, I have for you the Wounded Healer. So it is definitely something that you've gone through. Winter months are the hardest after you've lost someone, because we're not out and about as much. We don't have as much to preoccupy our minds. But I love this. It says wisdom from experience. So for me, this is saying to you, take what you've learned from those who you're mourning, and you can share this information, and there's a healing process, I feel more so, that you can share with others. Wounded healers are, you yourself are a healer, whether you're aware of this or not. Um, and because we put out so much of our spirit and our soul, our heart and our soul to others, we forget that we too have we can have our feelings hurt. We also get wounded, and just know that there are others out there that also can help you. You don't have to be the sole savior of the world. So it's okay to ask. Um, it's okay to share your experiences, because in sharing your experiences, you can help heal others as well, as much as it is as a healing experience for you. And I got these, the Eight of Cups. So you leaving, I think this transitional for the spring is leaving some of those hurt emotions behind you and move towards a higher purpose. You are a healer. It says it right here. You are a healer, and it's time for you to move towards that purpose in life of being that healer. And this spring winter's transition will be that time for you to move forward, to take that wisdom forward and help share it with the world. But I see in this image we have the moon, an eclipse moon, and stars around it, and in the mountains. So there's like something very spiritual about this. Makes me think of the I'm going to forget the name of the mountain. It's on the west coast. Shasta, Mount Shasta. Okay. So it reminds me of that energy, and maybe you need to take a either a day trip or a weekend trip into the mountains, closer to the celestial beings, and speak to those who you've lost, and just ask them to be part of your guiding team and move forward, because they can also help you on your healing path. I have this beautiful Six of Pentacles. This is about sharing your resources. So moving up into the mountains, or in a place where it's you have spiritual lessons. This is knowledge and part of your path to share this healing knowledge, this spiritual knowledge that you will soon, I feel like you will soon be gaining. If you're already on a spiritual path, there's something more out there for you. And I can't seem to put this in words, but it's like an acceleration, more of an advancement of the energies. And you definitely will be in a place of being healed to help others heal. There's a lot of water energy, even though this is a Six of Pentacles, there's a lot of water energy in here. Water is emotion. Pentacles are all about resources and healing. So you have that spiritual resource within you to help others heal as well. So that's what I have for you, JR. And I hope that message speaks to you. And I'd love to know your thoughts on that one. So perfect. Okay.
Positive feedback. So thank you, JR.
What's that?
We're getting positive feedback from JR. And
good. I'm going back and forth.
Mount Shasta. That's why I'm hoping to go there someday if we get to move to Southern
Me as
Oregon.
well. My friend went there, and I was jealous. She went by herself, and I'm like, why didn't you ask me to go with you? So
just stick me in your suitcase. I'll be a carry-on.
Yeah, definitely. When you get together with a group of people, instead of mourning the loss, you celebrate the energies that, they call it celebration thing now instead of
life celebration.
Celebration
of life. Yeah.
They, of course, they want you to bring, what magic did they bring into your lives, and share it with others. So beautiful. Thank you, Tony. Okay. Fatima was next. Fatima. I'm making some notes because we still have several people to read for.
Someone was asking if they were on the list, but I don't think they are.
Yeah, Lena.
Yeah.
Lena's on my list.
Oh, okay.
Um,
She was
and
asking
then
for verification.
so oops, sorry. So yeah, so I'm writing a list because we have 8 people starred.
Oh my goodness.
So for right now, we're going to do Fatima. So I have Fatima, and then Angelia, and then we have Lena Peacock. We have Jessry. I'm going to go down my Joyful Journey. Ellen R is here, and Tasha. So let us know if you're in the chat. And someone did have to leave, so they gave up their spot. So hopefully we'll come back, make it back. So, all right, Fatima, let us shuffle for you.
I'm all set. Okay, so Fatima, I have read for you recently several times, and I know family keeps coming up. So this is what I'm reflecting. So I'm just going to show you with the cards, and they're beautiful. I Yeah, one of them's called actually Beauty. So just to start out, I got Pertho, which is uncertainty. So it's like she's holding the wall, and for me, it's like this is the sensation of having some sort of grounding, even though under her feet there's an expanse. Things are uncertain right now, but you are holding on. You are being guided. You're being held up by faith, of your higher power, of um, you and your sister, and your own um, divinity that you have within you. And the important message, I mean, the cards were very clear and straightforward for you, for me. You also got Feihu, which is I am enough. So remember, in these times of uncertainty, with what goes on in your life, that you are enough. You don't need to prove yourself to anybody else. Just know that no matter what is said, that you are enough. And with the transitional energies into spring, I love this because it's a very spring-like card, and I love how the flowers and the butterflies and the leaves create this beautiful face. Just keep walking in your beauty. Keep talking beautiful things. There's that Native American, I walk in beauty, I speak in beauty. Beauty is in front of me, it's behind me, it's around me. So just keep speaking your truth. Still keep being your beautiful self. And the last card for energies to embrace during the spring for new beginnings is past life. You got some past life energy coming through, and things I think that you are experiencing now in life with family. They're part of the lesson of having to do the soul work, of having to do the past life work, and moving into spring. Just knowing that, as you're walking in that place of beauty and that place of love, um, of especially for yourself, you are now going to be expressing more. You're going to be releasing more. You're going to be speaking your truth. You're going to be speaking your beauty, and there's going to be a lot of releasing, whether tears, releasing people in your life that no longer serve you, and just again, remembering that you are enough. And I think this is a great card for everybody here as a collective. We are all enough. We don't need to be more than we need to be for other people's or their expectations. Just know that you are good enough, and that from that place, that energy, that's where we attract the right people into our lives, and that we can take care of ourselves and be able to take care of others that are within our circle. So that's for you, Fatima. I'm all done. Thank you.
Okay, so just real quick, we had a long list today, and we're trying to get through everybody and pulling at random to give everybody a chance. So I just want to thank everybody for your patience, and sometimes it does take a while. We got a late start because we thought we were live and we weren't, and so we're going to keep pushing on. So Fatima, okay, so your winter introspection. You got the magic beanstalk and unicorn energy here. I love this. Ascension, elevation.
I'm still in the big screen.
Why?
Because it's that kind of day. I love it.
Anyway, all right. So look at this. So magic beanstalk. So during this winter, there was a sort of a spiritual ascension that happened within you. Whether you're aware of it or not, if you just felt a little different, you could have gone through a little bit of an energy depletion while this was happening, but you were definitely ascending spiritually. So this is just an indicator, that magic beanstalk, that because you how can I say this? It's almost like because you of a risk you took or are taking climbing, because you know there's a reward there and you didn't stop. You kept going and going. It's like there's going to be a reward for you up at the end. And I mean, there has to be, because then I pulled the celebration card. So there's something to celebrate within the transitional phase between winter and spring for you. So even is getting together with friends or family, or just something that you're not celebrating this alone. There's something to celebrate within a group, and it could be you finding your spiritual tribe because of this ascension you're going through. And so for the spring energy, the new beginnings, you got Knight of Cups here. So there's a matter of the heart happening in the springtime for you. So energies concerning the matters of the heart. So whether it's new love or a renewed love of something, it is okay. This heart is, I don't know what you guys can see, but this heart, it's an anatomical heart, but it's an instrument. So playing your heartstrings. So it could be that you have a new love coming into your life. So I love that for you. You're on a thousand petal lotus here. So that's also about an awakening for you. So you have a wonderful spring energy coming up for you, Fatima, and I'm excited for you. So please do keep us apprised of the information. So thank you for letting us read for you today. I'd love to read for you another day when we can actually have some more time. I love reading for you. Thank you so much.
That card reminded me of a Frida Kahlo painting with the heart and her holding it with the hair and everything.
This one?
For me, I got very like Frida Kahlo. I was just like, oh, wow. That kind of makes me
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. So Angela's next. And then we have, we do have Eleanor, if she's still here. So let me.
So we have Angelia.
Yeah. Angela, if you're still here, raise your hand. Now just say, I'm here. I'm here. And Ellen, if you're still here, let me know. So Angela's here. Yep. Okay. Angela, and then Ellen, if you're here, you're next, and then Lena's next after that. So, all right, perfect. All right, let us shuffle.
I thought you were going to go. Okay. So, Angelia, I have for you Gebo, which is reciprocity. And this is a reminder of also, give and take, making sure that you take in as much as you give out. It's that balance. It's that mutual respect with people in your life and within yourself to maintain that reciprocity. And I'm looking at these other two cards I have here for you. Here, let me see what's on the bottom of the deck. I feel like there's another oh, okay. So this balance that is needed, you're struggling with this right now. The Hagalaz is the hailstorm, so it's kind of like a little bit of that primal scream, that frustration. Just I need help, but people are asking too much. This is a card that is letting me know that there needs to be a boundary, and again, a very important message for the collective. Being able to make sure that we maintain healthy boundaries for ourselves to keep ourselves well, to keep our bodies, because if we're not well on any other level, emotional, mental, physical, affects all of them. So that beautiful reciprocity, connection with others, being able to give and take, and also with the universe, making sure that we understand that what we ask of the universe will come back to us, and being very certain that we know what it is that we want putting forward. And I have a wonderful card that goes with that in a second. So this came up again, um, with everything, with this reciprocity, kind of feeling like you're getting a little frustrated, like you just want to, like it seems like the storm, the arguing, the fighting, whether internal, external, just keeps going on. That's where, that balance needs to come in. But you are strong, you are resilient, you are carrying the weight a lot of others, and there needs to be where you need to take care of your own self, your own health, again, your own health, your own well-being, and making sure that that is balanced with, if I can do this properly, again, with the reciprocity, that balance of give and take, and being resilient and strong moving forward. Exactly. Dream big. Dream with your heart. So energies to embrace in the new beginning of this year. Dream big. You have the strength when you learn how to have that natural balance of energy, and you put yourself and your needs and those who are deserving of you forward and foremost. That's when you know that heaviness, that resiliency, comes in. It lessens, and you can dream big. So, Angela, whatever it is that you want to create moving forward in the spring, go for it. Dream big. The universe has your back, my dear.
Okay, I was just typing in who's going to be next. I think Ellen left us. We were taking. She thought she was last,
Yeah.
even because I read her name last. But
Yeah, she said she couldn't stay.
Yeah, I hate that. So, just know for those of you, I guess I should say this in the beginning. If we don't get to you, I on my next live put you on the top of the list to be read the next time. So, I hate that we're on so long that I understand you can't stay the whole time, but if you go and check back with us and say, hey, I'm back or something, but we know life happens and we don't mean to be on so long. So anyways, to your angel. So one card came out and I needed a clarifier, and so the two cards came out were feeling numb and going off the grid. So let me do this magic thing here. All right, Heather, you had your turn. My turn. Hi. Okay, so white hand is in my way. All right, so maybe during the winter months, let me know if I'm on track or not. You may have just been feeling a little more blue. You sometimes those darker days just it's an ingredient for wallowing in our misery sometimes, and some of it's rightfully so. Some things, we go, remember, things happen in cycles. I want to say this. If we're going through a cycle of lower energy, things aren't going our way or could be going better, please remember it is a cycle. And those are the time to withdraw, reassess your plans for your path. And that way, when spring does come, that cycle does end, you are ready to go with a plan. Those who continue to go through those cycles, they get more stuck in that mud. But what I love about this little house is on wheels. So you going off the grid is a temporary thing. So as soon as you, refill your cup, stock your house, you'll be ready to go. And this trip will be a lot easier to go through. Your transitional energies for between the winter and spring, you have the Fool energy. So get ready to go. Things are going to start happening for you, Angela. Get that childlike energy within you stirring. And when you step out for the spring, you'll see everything in a new vision of light. You'll have, it's almost like a fresh breath, noticing things that you didn't notice before, and just being aware of your surroundings. This person actually is emerging from an old oak tree. So hopefully during this winter month, you were able to ground and tap into that ancestral wisdom and knowledge that is available to you. So it could be here during this transition before we get to spring, maybe tap into these ancestral energies. And then once we're in spring, your new beginnings, we have the Nine of Pentacles. I love this for you because that's just all about success. Pentacles are about your resources. So whether it's your health, your money, your friends, family, it's a good time for you for this spring coming up. And it's like a little birdie has been whispering in your ear this whole time and just wishes that, hoping that you've been listening. So when you step out into nature, just take some big healing breaths, breathe in that air, just see it as a white light energy spiraling throughout your entire body, through your energy field, ground with Mother Earth, meanwhile sending her love and energy and healing as she needs it as well, and like intertwine those energies that she also sends you love and healing. And springtime is going to be a much more sunshiny days for you coming up, is what I have for you. So I hope those messages speak to you, Angela. Would love to know your thoughts, and I'm happy for you for this spring. But you're going dancing. Didn't you say you were going dancing last? Do you have a new bow?
Mm-hmm.
I do believe the last live you were dancing as well.
Yep. She says, I have a new love in my life now.
I love that. Okay, okay. Perfect,
And is
perfect.
it Angela or is it Angelia?
Well, I had asked her one time and she typed it out that it is Angela, but I'd like to still say Angelia. Angelia?
Okay, so
It's
but it's
Angela, but
Angela.
in a
Got
fancy
it. Ooh, it's a pretty
fancy.
way of spelling it.
I love it. I love that. So, but I love this springtime energy for you. And I'm glad that he seems to be the one getting you out of this little numb feeling. So I love that for you. All right, perfect. So thank you everyone for letting us read for you. There's beautiful energies out there. So, okay, so Lena was next.
And I
Lena,
already
you
have
still
cards.
here, love? Hmm?
Yes, she is. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
perfect.
but I did pull cards already while you were reading
That's fine.
for.
That'll give me a chance to.
Yep.
So Lena, and then Ellen left us. So joyful peacock, peacock, flower beauty peacock. If you're still here, let me know. She is okay. You're
Yes,
still
she typed
here.
in me.
Perfect. So you'll be next. So, all right.
Okay. Alrighty. So Lena, I'm just going to come right out and straight looking at this card. So you've got people sucking your energy, my dear. You need to really start taking your power back. From the star runes, I got Asus, which is the breath of life. And this is this gentleman breathing life into creation. This is like a version of the Vesuvian man. But the reason I say that is like it feels like he's expelling his breath. He's out of breath. I've got synergy, and this is energy between two people. So for me, a lot of times it would be like it's a connection, energy going back and forth. But when I looked at the other cards, it's telling me that there is not a necessarily a balance. It feels like you are giving more energy, and that this synergy, this energy that's going back and forth between you and other people, or maybe a specific person in mind. Because what I got from the other cards, the transitional energies, I got the hunger moon, and the hunger moon is paired with boundaries. So it feels like you need to start creating some energetic boundaries. Um, like some other people, um, we give so much of others that we don't give enough for ourselves. For me, it almost feels like there's this person that is attached to you, whether this is an actual physical individual or possibly um, somebody in spirit or an energy attached to you. And I don't say that lightly, but I'm just feel with I'm looking at the other cards, it feels like there is someone just really tapping into your energy, and it's a back and forth, and it doesn't feel like it's very balanced. That breath of life, it's like he's blowing his breath like he's out of breath. I got the hunger moon again, hungry, longing for something. Is it something that you're not getting enough back from this individual? Are you drained? Do you feel like you don't and again, of course, this is entertainment purposes only. I don't do health, but I don't know if you're feeling like you don't have enough energy, like you're emotionally drained, you're physically drained. It just feels like you're hungering for something. This energy I just feel like you're being depleted. Um, and with the boundaries is really important, and making sure that you have this bubble of protection around you so that people don't take advantage of who you are, your kindness. Because from the other deck, I have energies that embracing new beginnings. You have a sensitive antenna. Sensitive people collect the emotions of others. So I don't know if you're taking on other people's emotions. People are again are draining you. You're not making sure you're grounded enough. You're not having enough boundaries put up around you. And the other card I have that wanted to come out was remember, love is the key. And that goes with the boundaries card. Um, there's a beautiful little flower that's tapping into her bubble. but those are for people who are loving, that she will allow in her within her inner circle. These are the people that, remember, those who truly love you will not drain you. They will, instead of it being a draining energy, it will be a positive energy. It will be an equal give and take. But right now, it feels like you're being really drained by other people in your life, and you really need to focus on yourself and take care of yourself and love what you have in your life right now. Sometimes, too, we get drained by what's going on in the world, in the news, trying to keep up with the world that's so full of constantly being in our phone, showing constantly, you need to buy this, you need to have this, you need to look like this. This can also drain our energies, feeling us leaving hungry, longing for something that we really don't necessarily need, and longing for what we really do need, what we really are missing that needs to fill that void. And I love the wolf. I love the moon, because that's about tapping into your intuition, your divine feminine. And the wolf is an animal that's full of wisdom, protection. They are a family animal. The alpha males and females mate for life. There is order. Everybody in the pack respects each other's position. So, again, boundaries are really important moving forward. And just remembering to love yourself. It doesn't matter how much you have, if you don't have the same things as other people, your family or your friends. As long as you have enough to live comfortably and happy, just be happy with it's that sense of gratitude. So being grateful for what you have, moving forward, and knowing that, like before, you are enough, and putting those boundaries into place. I hope that resonates with you. I'll give you over to Ginger.
Okay, perfect. Lena, I have a question for you, Lena. I have the Akashic Record card came up for you. So I'm just curious, what have you been up to this winter? Have you been exploring deeper mysteries or working with your ancestors? This might be a call to do so if you have not. So this card says a deeper knowing, Akashic wisdom and history. So it's important, I think, for you, for all of us to know our family history. But it seems like a call to work with ancestors, and to ask for that knowledge and wisdom that your ancestors held, that would bring you forward, that would be useful for you bringing forward into this transitioning into spring. Sorry, I thought I was getting something here. And or it might be good if you could go get an Akashic Record reading to help you along, and that might be opening a portal for you to do that yourself. So I'm just very curious about that. There's a good Akashic medicine. Oh, if you can find that link, Tony, put that in. I would love to know that myself. And I know there's plenty of people on YouTube, are good friends doing some classes and stuff. But anyway, so that was your winter introspective energy. So it could be that some ancestors have been wanting to work with you. Your transition from winter into spring is something to be celebrated. I also pulled for you the spring of batons. Six de batons. These are celebrating spring, celebrating the oh my God, is it Mavon? What's spring?
Ostara.
Astara. Okay,
Mhm.
celebrating
That's the one
Astara.
coming
So
up.
there, you might need to go to some sort of an Astara celebration for you. Finding a tribe there would be really good for you. But anyways, during this transition, there's some celebrate you. As I pulled this card earlier, celebrating the self, the spiritual self. is very important for us all to do. We forget who we are spiritually and in the heart because of all the adulting we have to do all the time. It takes our mind away from nurturing ourselves. So celebrate you, Lena, and do things that make you feel good and raise your energies, your vibrational energies. And then for spring, your new beginnings, I have King of Pentacles here. So King of Pentacles is, for me, is all about being successful, yet still remaining noble, still remaining down to earth, still remaining to be connected to the small people, but also to be thankful to those who have helped you along the way in your journey. It could also mean something coming your way. Okay. So this elk, this beautiful stag, I want to read on that stag energy for you because it's, let me see if I separated that. Stags are also the energy of you are being protective. You could be a protector, but you are also being protected. It's talking about nobility, spiritual journey, renewal. I've talked about you stepping up into a more of a leadership role, and all about transitions too. So because of this beautiful deck, which is called Strange Antlers, it makes, every time I see antlers, it makes me think of the connection to the divine energies that surround you. So I feel like that's an energy calling you. This says, awaken to the powerful force within you. You are connected to nature spirits and feel their presence. You have more blessings than you know. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. So that is the energy of the stag. So I love that for you. So I feel like spring is going to be a wonderful time for you to celebrate. So make sure you go out into nature and celebrate it. Celebrate Mother Earth. So that's what I have for you, Lena. I hope that message speaks to you. I'd love to know your thoughts. Oh, okay, perfect. Perfect timing. I wanted to know your thoughts. See, it's like perfectly perfect. I didn't put it up. So I'm glad these readings today are resonating with everyone. It's a great confirmation to know if we're in sync. So, JR was just read. I mean, still a JR. Was just, my fingers not working. Just Read was just talking about stags yesterday.
Nice.
So thank you for letting us read for you. And next.
I have Peacock next, and I have her cards all ready for her too.
Perfect. Thank you for doing that. I should have put a list up a long time ago. That way we can have them ready. So I already did that. Okay, where are we? Peacock. Beautiful peacock. Flower peacock. Okay. No, wait, stop. There we go.
Okay, so Peacock, energies of winters, introspection. I had 3 that came out. And for me, I'm getting ancestors for you as well. The synergy card came back up again, and that's connection right there with ancestors or with a particular ancestor. And how do I know? Because I got the ancestors card, and I also got the connections card. So this is a connection. I don't know if you're intentionally trying to connect with ancestors or if they're trying to connect with you. But there is a definite connection with your ancestors and them sending messages to you and wisdom. I mean, this is the next card that came out again. And for me, this feels like this is their wisdom that you're trying to reach out to tap into. And I love the books here too. This may be family history, stories, trees, but balancing while reaching out to connect with your ancestors and knowing that, and knowing perfectly into the energies that embrace new beginnings, I have the Dream Big card. So they're telling you also to dream big and to dream with your heart. Dream about what makes your heart happy. The ancestors really want. I mean, this could be any louder. Ancestor communication, connecting with your ancestors. And I don't know if there's a particular one that this card represents that you are trying to connect with, or there's a particular one that they want to connect with you. But there is, in this case, a beautiful energy between the both of you coming together. And again, ancestors and making those connections. And that was going in through winter. And again, moving forward, transitional energies into spring, reaching out, connecting, gaining that wisdom and insight, learning about your ancestors, connecting with them. And their message is very loud and clear to dream big and to dream with what is in your heart. Don't dream big for what other people want you to dream big for. It's important that you dream with your heart, what it is that you want to do with your life, what it is that you want to create, what are your dreams that you want to live by and not by others. And I think that's just a beautiful message from your ancestors. So I hope that resonated, my dear. Thank you.
Okay, so I want to tell you a little story after I read for her. Jess Ree saw this huge white stag that crossed his. I'm going to star that so I can bring that up. I want to speak to that. Judith, thank you for letting us read for you. You have beautiful energy surrounding you.
Oh, thank you, Judith. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you.
Okay, so Flower Beauty, Peacock, Rainbow. Oh my gosh, what a wonderful, wonderful energy to that name. So your winter introspection. I got this card that says radio toxic. So there's some you saw this in someone else earlier, some energy vampires. You have such a light within you that do you find that people love to come and just tell you everything? They tell you their life story. And it's all within good. They don't mean to be an energy vampire. They just recognize your light as a healer. So they want to just come to you, be within that energy field, feel that beautiful energy. But you need to be so you're a healer and an empath, and I recommend I do this especially if I'm going into a big crowd. But if I know I'm going to be around people that their energies are going to be a little lower or scattered, I say this: I surround myself in a semi-impermeable bubble, and only love and light energies may enter this bubble. All other energies, lower energies, be deflected away, and you send them away with love. So I see that for you. Two cards came out together on that one. So it's called Sacred Smoke, changing the air, purging negativity, and using prayer. So this is all about what's the word? Like a ritual. Burning some sage to clear away negative, especially if you have been around people with lower energies. It's good to come home and clear your energy. I don't always light the sage, but if I don't have time and I got a bigger selenite wand, I just you just clear your energies around you. I mean, I go armpits, between under the feet, everywhere, just to clear that energy out. And like I said, a lot of them, they're not intentionally doing this. They just can't help themselves and their energies. But I see in this, I love this image. It's like ancient wisdom, ancient rituals. So you might want to look into rituals that have been passed through time. Because of this image, it's, to me, it's American Indian ritual. So I recommend looking into, if you haven't already, but I feel like you may have a strong connection with American Indians, and look to their rituals and see what they do. And then for your transitional energy from winter into spring, you have Eight of Pentacles. So during this transitional phase, make sure you are doing what you love and spend more time than usual doing what you love within this transitional phase. Planting seeds, in this particular, she's planting, she's getting her pots ready for spring. She is putting her love and light energies within these things, and they are going to flourish because she spent time, very quality nurturing time with these. So whatever seeds you're trying to plant, do it in a nurturing, loving way, and spend more time than you normally do doing these things, because much reward comes out there. And for your new beginnings for spring, I have the King of Wands. In this deck, there are male kings and queen kings. Okay.
Say that a couple times. Queen kings. Queen kings.
Female energy kings. That's because, the divine feminine. Women are so much, well, I wanted to say so much stronger than they were, but they're not. They're just as strong. It's just some people let dim their light. So for your new spring energy, take on that persona of, I am a divine being. And look at that. She's got her magic wand and everything. So it's like,
That's a
do you do gardening? Because it's like you have a magic touch with gardening. So gardening could be plants, but it could be just planting seeds of knowledge or planting healing seeds. You have magic within you, and it's being called out, and it's your time to share that magic and spread that healing energy. So that's what I have for you. And so I love that energy for you. So I hope that speaks to you. Okay, so yeah, I was just reading her comment. Let me get this down. And so what I was going to say earlier with Jessree's comment, if I can get it back up again. Okay, so I saw a huge white stag that crossed my path in the backyard one night, and while they were taking their dog out, it blocked the path and let another deer in the back leave before we went back in there. That is awesome energy. Yeah. Protect your energy for sure. But what my story was going to be, I mean, I haven't seen a white stag. That would be awesome. So I'm a little jealous of you, Jessie. But anyways, on my way to work, my old job, I had to be there by 6 o'clock at the latest. So it was always dark when I went. And it was a time of year that I always, please keep my path clear of deer, because it was mating season and stuff. But anyway, I think I was looking up at the moon at the time while I'm driving down this dark road, which, how smart is that? Just glance for a split second, but it was a split second enough that this huge stag ran in front of me, and I didn't slam on my brakes, because I know that's, don't slam on your brake. And so I barely nicked it. And so I stopped, and I'm looking in my rear view mirror to see if I hit it. Is it injured? And this stag, I swear, we locked eyes through my rearview mirror, and I just started sending it healing. I'm like, oh, please let it only be a bruise. Please let it only be, I was just sending it love and energy, healing. And we were locked eyes for a good few minutes, and I felt some connection. And I don't know who went away first. So I could have been there all morning. It was just amazing spiritual experience. So I can't imagine witnessing a white stag.
And Flower Beauty just said that her spirit animal is her power animal is a stag.
Oh wow,
Mm-hmm.
that is awesome.
Yes.
Perfect, perfect. Okay, so
I have cards already pulled for Jezree. She's our
perfect,
next
perfect.
one.
I've lost count now.
We have Jezree and then we have Joyful next, and that'll be the last one.
Okay, unless Tasha's still here. It's been a while, so I don't know if they're still here. And then if Ellen happens to pop back in, Ellen, if you're lurking, all right, Jessry, I want to give you to Heather. And thank you for sharing that story.
Okay, so Jezree. This doesn't surprise me. I don't think it will surprise you either. I got the Justice card. I got the Tiwaz. So you've been fighting a good fight recently, and I know this has to probably relate to um, the custody. If I remember correctly, if I'm wrong, please correct me. But I've read several times for you recently, and you have been very open to sharing with us to us readers and chat about your struggles. If this is your grandson, yes, I'm right. Okay, so you have been fighting the good fight for your grandson this winter. So this is what you've been focused on with your custody of your grandson. So I pulled and pulling 3 cards from the um, the Sovereign Moon deck, and I got super. I can pick it up. I got Super Moon attraction. So you are bringing forth. You have that super moon. You have that energy behind you. You are attracting exactly what it is that you need to attract. You got that energy building up behind you. I also got the Void card, Dark Moon. So yes, for me, this may feel like this has been kind of like the what's the what do they how do they say that? It's like the emotions that you go through. It feels like it has been a very dark time. But right now, to make sure that after this next full moon today, going into the new moon, that you start to rest, build up your energy, make sure you take care of yourself. I love how they just show her sleeping, resting, and she's protected underneath the dark moon. And you have those stars looking over you. I wanted to pull another card on that, and the next one was the new moon, beginnings. So possibly by the next new moon, which will be in what I believe in a couple of weeks, you may be getting some news. So I love how it kind of goes from this wintry kind of like scene right here, and then walking into spring, everything starts to blossom, everything's starting to grow. In the meantime, it may feel like the dark night of the soul. That's the word, that's the phrase I was looking for. But making sure that you are resting, you are getting plenty of sleep, because this is taking a lot of energy out of you. You are working on bringing and manifesting the custody of your grandson. And the last two, last cards, energies that embrace new beginnings. Same card here too for somebody else. Be clear on what you want, put action to your goals, make them reality. That is exactly what you are doing. I just feel like this is a reiteration, them letting you know that your messages, your prayers have been heard. Everything is in place, everything is in motion. And while you're going through this, I have you are healing your heart. The heart hurts, but it will need time to mend. So after during this process, I know there's going to be a lot of pain. There's going to be a lot of conflict. There's going to be there's going to just be hurt. I mean, I've had similar family issues that I am aware of that I've seen in my family, and it's going to be a pain that's going to take a while to heal. But in the meantime, you're there. Make sure that you're healed, you're strong, you're rested up, because you know that your grandson is really going to need you. And especially as he's, coming to terms with trying to understand the change of, parental guidance, and guardianship. Um, he's going to need a lot of healing as well. As so well as his parents will need healing. There's going to be a lot of healing involved but making sure that you're focusing on yourself right now. Because if you can't be strong and healed and grounded enough, um, how you're going to be able to help your grandson. But I know you've been extremely proactive. The cards have been showing that you're fighting for him. Just make sure that you take time for yourself. One card here is number, I'm just finding this interesting, 44. I have a 33, and one card is number 1, and one card is number 2, and that's also a 3. So just very angelic energy numbers behind you. And just make sure, Jesri, that you do take care of yourself, especially you being a grandparent. You're probably going to be, I don't know how old you are. We don't ask women how old they are, but make sure that you're taking care of yourself, especially getting enough rest so that you stay strong, not just for yourself, but for him as well. So I'm done. Thanks, Ginger.
So I didn't hear what the story was. So Jesri's taking care of a grandson due to a loss in the family?
No. It's
okay,
she
due to
she needs to she needs to be the mother figure.
Right.
As far as I understand correctly, Jesri.
Oh, okay. So because it would some cards came up and I was trying to put a connection there to that. So okay. So Jesri, it's been a while since I've read for you, I think. So your introspective time during the winter, I pulled a card of resilience. And it's funny because it's showing like icicles. So how perfect to pull that kind of card for, excuse me, winter. For winter. So this is, I think, your guides and angels acknowledging how strong you are, how resilient you are, because your roots are deep. They run deep, and it's almost like there's a saying about, I think, bamboo, how it's a strong yet flexible plant. And so this is just a call to say you're being recognized as being this very strong person that everybody can count on. And so it looks like you had to be that strong person over this winter. 2 cards came out together here. That's why I was asking about losing a loved one, but sometimes when we lose a loved one, it doesn't always mean passing over. This 5 of Cups, for me, that is about mourning. So mourning a loss. And what I love about this card is they're taking that instance of the loss or the disappointment, but already picking up the new cups and planting seeds into that new cup. So I'm going to say that's your grandchild. You immediately stepped in so that they won't be mourning of this situation that's happening. And all these other cups, she's planting beautiful plants in these cups. So interesting enough, there's 3 cups with plants in them, and the card that fell out with this is 3 of Pentacles. So this is a during this transitional from winter to spring, is you working with others to create something. So you're going to, oh my gosh, I'm having deja vu here. With the help of others, you're going to be creating, and if I can go on this energy of your grandchild, you're going to be creating a safe space for this child. And it's using resources that are available to you. 3 is that building number, that growth. So you will be a part of this grandchild's growth, and it's going to be beautiful. And 3 is also about celebrating it. So I love that grandchild has you, because you, I can see through this image, such beautiful, nurturing energy that they will not recognize the loss if there's loss, because I don't know your situation. Um, and then moving forward, your new beginning energy is something of a celebration. We have Four of Wands. So this for me in this picture is celebration of stability, celebration of building something together with someone. So this could be building blocks with your grandchild. And in this picture, there's two bluebirds. So it's almost like you have divine energies working with you, somebody who's passed over working with you. Then this child may be connected divinely to the divine energies that are surrounding. You may be finding that you're going to go, this child seems to intuitively know how to do things. They're very smart, and they're very what's the word, common sense comes natural to them, because they have a divine connection, I believe, that's going to help with your help building his future, and you'll be able to celebrate that. So and if it's not that, it's some other celebration coming your way. It could also mean a wedding. But something about the future, stability, a celebration. So that's the energy I have coming for you, Jessery. So I hope that message speaks for you. You're fighting for full guardianship. Well, I believe, this is for entertainment purposes only, but I believe it's going to be successful for you. And it's going to be in the child's best interest. So please keep us up to date on that. I would love to know how this. I just feel it's successful for you. So,
Awesome.
So many blessings, Jessery. Many blessings for you.
So I asked Joyful Journey too if she was here a while back, and there's been no response. But I know Tasha said that they were here.
Right.
So I pull cards for Tasha.
Okay, perfect. Let me put you in the seat. Put you in the hot seat.
All
right, Tasha. Thank you for hanging out with us. And please know, just as a reminder, these are snow moon energies that we're reading. So your question may come into play. It may not, but definitely come back to either of our channels, and on another day that we can answer specific questions that you have for us. But today is snow full moon readings.
All right, Tasha. First time I get to read for you. So from the Star Room deck, I got inspiration. So this is winter's introspection. So it looks like you have been planning, you've been wanting to create. Something has been in the works. You were extremely inspired over the winter season to do something. You were just divinely inspired. You were in tap with your muse, your creative muse, and this could be art. This could be a business project. This could be just something personal for around the house, or a spiritual project. But whatever it is, you have just been just really super inspired. Like you have all these different ideas, or you may just be focusing on one different idea. But I love with this pen or this drawing, as you're working, you're pulling in the energies of the universe into you and out of that pen and onto your paper. So whatever this is, keep doing it. The energies going into spring, the transitional energies, I have both surrender, so letting go of what you feel like might be any obstacles, anything that you may feel like might hold you back, or if you're not sure if something is going to work, just surrender, give it to the universe, and know that everything will work out as you have been planning, as long as everything is all set in a row. I mean, it feels like from these cards that you really were just super inspired this winter, and it feels like there was like whether through journaling or writing down exactly a letter or a prayer to the universe or to your higher power, that this is something, or even to yourself, speaking this to yourself, saying, this is what I want to do. This is what's going to make me happy. This is what I want to start moving forward and manifest and bring into existence in this year, 2024. And surrendering is letting go of any fear, doubt, worry that what you were being inspired to design, to create, to plan for. Just know that that is all going to be coming for entertainment purposes only, of course, but just know that from what I'm seeing here, it's going to be, you have the power to manifest this. I asked for another clarifier for the surrender card, and I got the gratitude card. So remember that I know you're grateful, that you're grateful for what you do have. That's a very strong emotion to be a reminder of every day as we're working towards our goals. When we feel like we do have lack, or if we feel like, I don't know if this is going to work, just keep a list of saying, this is what I have, this is what I have. And as you grow, you see how big that list is, and you keep that energy, that momentum up. So just surrendering any doubt, being grateful for every little step in progress that you make towards bringing this into fruition. And the card, the energies that embrace new beginnings, beautiful. Feel and release. So feel that inspiration, feel that whatever it is that you're creating that you want to bring forth, just feel it happening, and release that energy, because that is just a beautiful card. Feel and release all you've accumulated on this journey. So during the winter, any doubts, any worries, release that. Kenas, the inspiration, everything that you've been building and designing and working towards, whether if it's been on paper or if it's something that's been rolling around your mind, you want to create it, know that it can be manifested, feel it, release it, and I wish you the best. Good luck. We'd love to hear what it is that you might be wanting to plan, and you may not quite know it yet, but yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what you might say the next time I see you as this progresses. So you're muted.
All right.
Phone's about to die.
There we go. Uh-oh. Well, definitely been a while. I made myself an extra tall cup of tea, and I'm about ready to take my last couple sips. So first of all, Tasha, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Normally we don't go this long. We had a long list, and as much as we can, we try to get to everybody. Maybe we need to start reading faster. I don't know, but we're going on 3 hours. Ouch. Okay, so Tasha, you had 3 cards popped out, and I couldn't ignore them. So, so your winter energy. Let me see how I'm going to read them. So, speaking of tea, you have tea of transformation. So, you've done some sort of thoughts process that is putting you into a new, how can I say that? A new stage in your life, a new phase, but it's very positive energy. It's very healing energy. So you've been doing some sort of like healing transformation. And I always say tea. I drink hot tea every day with honey, milk and honey. And I was once, somebody asked me my age, and I told them, and they were kind of shocked. What do you do? And the only thing I could think of at the time was, well, what have I done every day of my life, or near every day for the past 40 years? Is drink tea with honey. Honey is very healing. Tea is very healing. So I love it that they use the tea pot here. So your winter's been all about a healing transformation. I also got for you the 1111 card. Somebody earlier was mentioned they were seeing a lot of angel numbers. I have too. This past 2-3 weeks, a lot of angel numbers have been coming up. So this is about pay attention. Pay attention to the signs that the universe are bringing to you. When you see an angel number, think about what's happening at that moment and try to decipher. I also got divine feminine. So maybe part of this transformation is you really get in touch with your divine feminine. Um, uh, and this card also talks about lunar qualities. So maybe studying the lunar cycles is something that would be good for you. Because I found out through my real sky astrology that the best time for me for doing my best work and manifesting is during the waning crescent moon. So when you learn the lunar cycles, you learn when's the best time to step back a moment or move forward, and good luck, play the lottery. I don't know, just kidding. But this divine feminine came up and it reminds me of me. Excuse me. I grew up a tomboy, and then at some stage in my life, which was the past maybe 10 years, I decided to step out of that tomboy energy and more into the feminine energy. And my spiritual journey started just shortly after. So I think during your healing time of the winter was for you to connect with that feminine energy. Your transitional energy, you've got the Two of Batons. This person is looking at a portal, and so you have an opportunity coming your way. A path is opening up for you during this transitional period, and you need to be aware of the energies that surround you and connect with your guides. And you may even want the mantra of I ask to be divinely led to open doors of opportunity that are for my highest good. And I have the confidence to step through this door with grace. So you don't want to miss an opportunity that might be coming towards you. So it's good to connect with your guides, relax, and be aware of your surroundings. Excuse me. I'm getting a little parched here. So I feel like you might be heading towards a spiritual journey if you're not already on one. Your new beginnings. Again, I have pulled this magical King of Wands. This King of Wands is got more feminine energy. So leadership role, using your magic to guide you and to it's almost like you're going to step up into a role where people are going to admire what you do and who you are. And it's because you have this magical energy within you. So I see springtime really as a transition for you, steeping into the pun with the T, steeping into your divine feminine energies. And when you do that, you get more in touch with your intuition and your connection with the divine. So Tasha, I loved reading for you today, and I hope that these messages
That's what happens when you're on for 3 hours.
But and thank you so much for hanging out. Like I said, we normally don't spend this long doing readings, but
maybe a shorter list next time.
We need to learn to read faster. So but yes, this is the end of the session. We haven't been reading for 3 hours, but Heather and I have been on for 3 hours.
Well, we've been reading for 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Nearly.
Yeah.
So, but just all who are still hanging out with us, thank you. Oh, Adelia, let's pull a card, a couple cards each for Adelia. Oh, she's still here. So, or did you put your cards away?
Yeah, because I thought that was our last.
It was. I just Adelia. rarely ask for a reading too. So I'm going to pull one card for Adelia just because you're still here and you deserve a reward.
Interesting. I got one. I pulled two for Adelia, and one of them's the same one that I got for her sister.
Adelia's spring energy.
So, Adelia, I got voice. Speak your truth. Know when to speak. Know when to. Kind of like that old saying of picking the battle, sort of thing. You have a very strong voice. You have the ability to speak what you want into existence. You have the power in your voice to let people know what you will and will not accept. Speak your truth. That's what I keep. Oh no! Don't scratch on the camera. Speak your truth. Stand in your truth. And sometimes we kind of have to watch, people with filter. But I know that you and Fatima are more that would rather. How do I say this? Would rather keep giving people the benefit of the doubt over and over again and letting people kind of speak over and talk over. But you remember, speak your truth, stand your ground, and just like your sister, I am enough. I got the same card. So in this situation with family and with other relationships or interactions with people, you are enough. You have a strong voice. Speak your truth and stand in your power.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so I just called upon spring energy for you, Adelia. Queen of Wands. I love this energy because she's all about wanting to like throw a party for people. She loves to do special occasions for people, but Queen of Wands is also about your creative energy and your passions and standing in the space of. So know that you are the light in many hearts for people. And it's funny that in here is like lunar moths, because I also got this card of transition and growth. It's like new life is going to be sprouting out for you after this winter. That skull in here for me is the winter energy. And then you moving into the spring with such beautiful, nurturing, it's like the seed you've been planting. You've just nurtured, and it's going to be a beautiful spring energy for you. So that's what I have for you, Ophelia. Thank you for popping in at the last minute. It's been a while.
I think she was there the whole time.
She could have been.
Yep. So I saw her earlier.
Well, I know. Yeah, I know definitely she was here earlier, in and out. So we love everybody popping in and out. Nancy popped back in.
Yeah, Nancy.
Nancy's getting ready to do. When's the shindig start, Nancy? But I just want to thank each and every one of you for being here. Those of you who watch the replay back, we would love to see the comments in the description of the channel, how we may have enlightened your day. If you have, any kind of, here, I got a banner for that.
There's a banner for that. Like there's an app for that. There's a banner for that.
But it really helps. It not only helps the channel grow, but it helps us to know that we can be someone's light.
In.
That we can make a difference in your day. So I just want to thank each and every one of you for that and letting us read for you. And we're going to send you off with Fae blessings. And of course, I have to do my Fae butt blessings here. So thank you, everyone. And oh, well, Heather, you have something tonight, right? Real quick.
Yeah. Tonight at 8:00, Tom from Early Ritual and Jeff Bailey from Tarot Ask Backwards is going to be joining me on my channel, and we're going to have a very open and honest conversation about how we view and experience and perceive free will. So
I love that. Which
yeah.
so many things are muted these days and hushed and
Mm-hmm.
blocked and everything. So
Most definitely. So we're all allowed to have different, perspectives and
yeah,
things and stuff. So this platform will allow people
in a
to come in the chat and to
non-judgmental way,
openly,
right?
yes.
Yeah, yeah. And then
Yep. So
on
we can all
Monday,
share.
I have a live with Allie, Heart and Soul Connected, at 6 o'clock, and we're going to be doing some angel readings. So we kind of
Very
flipped the
nice.
script. We did fairies on her channel and angels on mine. So we're gonna. Heather and I want to get together to do some fae readings too.
Yeah.
So we'll be scheduling that. And again, I just want to thank everybody for being here tonight. So I want
Yes.
to
Thank you, everybody.
take this banner away, hide, and then I'm going to put up my little Fae blessings. So, Fae blessings to everyone. Love and light.
Everybody. Yep. Right.
Bye, Kitty.